Is that enough?
Yeah, I'm pretty good with pain. It doesn't really bug me.
What about edibles?
I haven't really done it.
You don't fuck with edibles?
Mm-mm.
Really?
I haven't had anything for 10 years.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Zero. No alcohol, no weed, no nothing. Damn.
Yeah.
10 years.
Which was a big... Well, after my accident as well, I was fed, 4 months in a hospital, being fed morphine every day for 4 months, and then being on all these bipolar meds and everything else. I honestly didn't want to put anything in my body when I got out. I didn't even take painkillers when I got home.
Now, what kind of bipolar meds they put you on?
Dude, I don't even remember. I was on like 4 or 5, just bipolar. And then, I had so many. I probably had like 12 medications I got sent home with. And I did it for about a week or two, and then I went and see my doctor. I'd actually overheard one of my friends talking, who was like a brother to me. And I had heard him talking to someone else, and he was like, yo, like, Travis seems a little different, Like he seems a little bit slow or something. And I had overheard him. He didn't know I overheard him, but these meds I had been telling my docs too, I was like, I just don't feel like me. I feel weird, and I just don't feel like myself. So I just flushed him down the toilet one day. And the next week I came back to see him, and he's like, how you doing? I said, good, I'm off all of those meds you told me I'd be on for the rest of my life. And they're like, oh, dude, from what you've been through, like, it's okay to be on something like that. And I was like, yeah, I'm doing fine, though. Like, I don't need those, And he's
So
like,
they wanted to put you on it because of the plane crash?
yeah, they're like, don't shame yourself, by giving yourself a hard time that you have to take these pills. And I said, well, honestly, I don't feel like they're doing what they're supposed to for me, and they're actually having like a negative effect on me. So I really don't want to take them. They also told me I'd never run again, I'd never do this, I'd never do that again. So I think I just got to the point where I was like, let me see how many things I can prove otherwise that they've told me. Once I stopped taking the pills.
Jesus. So they put you on bipolar medication because of a traumatic crash.
Yeah.
That seems odd to me. I mean, I'm not a doctor, obviously, but...
Well, I was kind of crazy. I was like suicidal when I was in the hospital. I was on so many drugs I didn't even know my friends had passed away. I didn't even know the 2 pilots had passed away. I didn't remember anything. I kept thinking like everyone was in the hospital, including the 2 pilots, including my 2 best friends, and AM. I thought everyone was just in different rooms till about 2 weeks before I left.
Wow.
And then I went crazy. Then it was like they had a 5150 case on their hands. I wasn't in a good place. So yeah, then I did a lot of like post-traumatic like therapy when I was in the hospital to kind of like calm things down once I got through all my surgeries. And then yeah, over time it was cool, but it was never cool, but I started to feel better, but yeah, I think it was 'cause I was so crazy at the time.
But it's interesting that I would think that bipolar medication would be something that you would give someone who has like a condition that just is sort of they're predisposed to it.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about bipolar, but I would think that that's something that you just have, It's like you have a mental condition. I wouldn't think that it would be something that they would give you to overcome a traumatic incident.
Yeah, I think they were afraid I had like a mental condition after everything happened,
Do you think they think like maybe because you're an artist that you're probably a little crazy anyway?
Possibly.
Yeah. I think...
But I was a mess too. Like, I'd smoked so much weed, every day, and I'd taken so many pills, and I would self-medicate quite a bit that I woke up probably out of 11 of my 30 surgeries I had in the burn center. I woke up swinging on doctors. So, because I would wake up and I'd be opened up and I would just go crazy.
Jesus Christ. Were you just trying to get off the table?
Yeah, I would just try to get off the table. I don't even think I really knew what was going on. I just wasn't, they couldn't give me enough medication to knock me out because I had been self-medicating for so long and abusing meds for so long.
Wow. So you would get up from anesthesia? You would just wake up?
In the middle of anesthesia.
Fuck.
Yeah. So, yeah. That was a problem.
How did you clean up?
I think after I think the last time I swung on a doctor, they were kind of like, you can't be here no more. And then I was like, wow, well, I need X amount of more surgeries, and I really was just fighting demons, you know. I just figured out like my two best friends had passed away and the pilots had passed away, and I was just like in an ugly place. And you know, my kids couldn't come visit me because 65% of my body was burnt, so I couldn't be around people. So I was just in it, man. And then I don't know, I turned a corner, and then I was like a team player. And I don't think I was on as many meds. Most of my surgeries were over, and just learning how to walk again, being able to take a shower by myself again, all that stuff, man. I think that was just, those were the good points that helped me turn the corner. And I don't know, I just had more strength, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Wow. So you just turned a corner in your mind and just sort of accepted it. And
yeah. Same with drugs. Like I didn't never do rehab or anything. I think it was mainly my kids, and just second chance at life was enough for me. I was like, I never want to do any of that stuff again, you know?
That's cool. So once you get a certain amount of distance between you and those days, does it seem like it wasn't even real? It wasn't you doing those things?
Yeah. You look back and you're just like, fuck.
Yeah.
Like, I still talk to those doctors to this day. Like Dr. Grossman, he's so awesome, and he basically saved my life, you know? But I still talk to him, and he lives out here in the valley, and he has Grossman Burn Center, and I go over there at Christmas and see burn victims that are over there in the burn center and help out any way I can. But yeah, he's
That's
great.
cool, man.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Yeah, many of my friends that I know that had real bad drug problems and then now are off drugs, they look back and they go, what the fuck was I doing? Like, how was that me?
Yeah.
It's interesting how that happens in your life. You have these new chapters in your life, and sometimes it could just be something that happened like 2 weeks ago, and you're like, who the fuck was that guy 2 weeks ago? I'm not even him anymore.
Yeah.